Hello and welcome to the Fly Kingfisher winning post. I'm Mohit Lalvani, and at the Mahalakshmi racecourse there's plenty of activity because it is our first leg of the Indian Triple Crown. It is the Casino Royale Indian 2000 Guineas.
The Casino Royale Indian 2000 Guineas marked the renewal of India's most important race over a mile. As the first leg of the Indian Triple Crown, it was fair to say that the best of the three-year male crop of thoroughbreds were in the parade ring for the Indian Grade 1 contest. Pacey Shroff's frontline contenders were Cardinal and Picasso. Cardinal had won the SA Poonawalla during the monsoon and had run second to Hills and Stars in the Nanuli Stud Pune Derby. Considering that Hills and Stars had finished a prominent fourth in the Indian 1000 Guineas a week earlier and happens to be the anti-post favourite for the Indian Oaks, Cardinal's form looked strong for this classic. He would race in Vijay Shirke's Silks and had Prakash on board. Shroff's other serious runner was the mercurial Picasso. Clearly the best of the juveniles during the previous winter, Picasso had battled his temperament in the Nanoli Stud Pune Derby and lost on that occasion. Since then he had been gelded and seemed to have worked out his issues. He had worked well coming into this race and with Frenchman Pasquier astride was ready to go to war. Padmanabhan travelled Speed 6 from Bangalore and with his preparation bang on schedule for the classic, looked the part in the paddock. He would race in Dr. Malia Silks and with Anthony Crastus in the saddle, looked to have all the pieces in place to win this. Speed 6 had lost the Coles Trial Stakes in the summer by a nose to Pronto Pronto from Imtiaz Seth's stable. Pronto Pronto had gone on to win the Kingfisher Bangalore Derby as well and had stamped himself as the best of his class over the summer. Unfortunately for him, he had suffered a setback and was taking his time returning to his classic winning form. A victory here, while not out of question, would have to be considered a remarkable training feat. Pronto Pronto would race in Shapur Mistri Silks and have Shapur's son Palan registered as the first owner. In a last-minute twist to the tail, his retained rider Srinath had to beg off the ride due to an injury, and the responsibility of guiding him home fell into the lap of Irishman Richard Hughes. The dark horse in the race was Basin Chenoy's Knighton, who while inexperienced, clearly was talented even if for a longer trip. With the starter flagging them off from the mile marker, the field quickly settled into their respective positions.
And as they settle down to race, Astapi close on the fence, just the leader, about half a length in front of Indomitable, moving into second position. On the outside, they're making a forward move, being pushed to be in front is Pronto Star, very close behind them is Speed 6. A length and a quarter further back, there's Knighton towards the inside race. On the outside, there Cardinal. Further out, there is Sheriff. In the middle, there comes El Clasico. A length further back, there is Pronto towards the inside race in the white cap. And a close last is Picasso. Racing past the 1000-meter marker now with Astapi calling the shots. A length and a quarter in front of Pronto Star in second position. A gap about 3 lengths further back there. Speed 6 moving into third towards the inside is Indomitable. A length further back there is Sheriff, and Cardinal making a quick forward move on the outside. Very close behind them is Picasso in the middle along with El Clasico, now being joined by Pronto and Indomitable has dropped to the last position. And as they begin to wheel round the corner, it's Astapi still calling the shots. A length and 3/4 in front of Speed 6 in second position. Knighton is in third, then comes Cardinal beginning to warm up on the outside. Very close behind them is Pronto and Picasso with about 400 meters more to run. Speed 6 grabs the initiative, a length in front of Knighton. Cardinal making good progress on the outside, so too is Picasso on the further wide out, and Pronto in the middle. They're all together there with about 200 meters more to run. Cardinal from Picasso. It's Cardinal, Picasso and Pronto appearing towards the inside race. Speed 6 is gone. 100 to go. It's Pronto from Picasso. Pronto and Picasso. Pronto wins it from Picasso. Cardinal is third. Then comes Speed 6 as the race past the finish.
Pronto was given a peach of a ride by Richard Hughes, who has made the 2000 Guineas his very special hunting ground.
I got my instructions. Srinath filled me in totally what to do and what not to do on the horse, and from there it's a lot easier when a jockey tells another jockey. It's like your own language, so to speak. So it made it very easy for me. I thought I was in the best position. Srinath said I'd always give him something to aim at. If there's a horse in front of me, he'd battle well, and I never like going wide in Bombay. so I chose to go the inside. And when we slightly drifted towards the rail, my horse loved that. And the last 50 metres, Srinath also told me if you can hit him with your left side, he loves that. So I pulled it through the last 50 metres to win. He outstayed Picasso today and Cardinal. That's what I feel anyway. It was a good, tough, gruelling race, and I outstayed him in the end. I didn't beat him for a turn of foot in the end. I outstayed him. So the Derby Triple will not be a problem whatsoever.
The trophy was received by Falun Mistry, his father Shapur and Dilip Thakkar. Pronto Pronto was bred at the Manjari stud and is by Major Impact out of Sandslash. The second horse home was Picasso, and while Pasquier found the winner's circle a race later, he reflected on a possible rematch in the Derby.
It's always sad to finish second because I really love this horse, and actually, well, I had perfect race, wait until the last moment, but someone's waiting more than me, so I don't know what to say. Just my horse maybe wasn't fit enough for this race.
Will he get a mile and a half?
Definitely.
With the momentum building up to India's most important classic, it will take plenty to tackle Pronto Pronto, who looks to be very special. He has now won 3 Group 1 races in a row and will target the 10 furlong Ruya Cup next.
I just showed Richard the tapes of his races, of the 4 races which he ran in Bombay last year, and those 2 races which he ran in Bangalore. He came back and told me he's a street fighter. I said, right, you've got it, you summed it up right. He's a street fighter, he fights. Don't give up, keep battling. The more you get in him, the better he'll give you out. See, when he won the 6 furlongs last year in Bombay, they said he won't get a mile. When he won the mile, they all said they won't get a mile and quarter. But the way he's galloping, he comes from last position. You see his Bangalore Derby run, he was lying last, turning for home. He's come widest on the outside and still galloped on. So I don't see any reason why he shouldn't get a mile and a half. He's got a large heart, that's it. At the end of the day, it is the animal that has to perform, and I'm confident he will do out his best. I will not come under any pressure. Mature enough for that.
Well, Pronto Pronto, I can tell you, quite a training accomplishment by Imtiaz Said. We'll take a short break, we'll come back because there's a lot of action at the Mahalakshmi Racecourse. We'll come back and catch up with all of that. Welcome back to the Fly Kingfisher winning post. Now Pronto Pronto is owned by Shapur Mistry, but he's also bred by Shapur Mistry at the Manjari stud. When it comes to defining a super horse, the ingredients are complex and many. A sound temperament, balanced conformation, a fluid action, the heady combination of speed and stamina, and of course, a pedigree that has the classic lines for classic victories. In a nutshell, the multiple classic winner, Pronto Pronto. Pronto Pronto was born at the Manjari stud on the 12th of February in 2008. He wasn't an imposing specimen at first, but his breeder Shapur Mistry knew that there could be something special about the colt. Mistry had purchased Pronto Pronto's Grand Dam in foal not too long after she had won at Royal Ascot. He was confident that it was a matter of time before she passed on her genes to future generations. Pronto Pronto was retained and shipped to Imtiaz Said's yard for his education, and right from the outset, the young chestnut showed promise. After a reasonably good Mumbai winter campaign, Said took Pronto Pronto to Bangalore for a tilt at the Summer Classic, the Colts Trial Stakes over a mile, and the Kingfisher Bangalore Derby over 10 furlongs. Both were Grade 1 races, and in what was a rare double, Pronto Pronto won them both.
In the final furlong, it's Speed 6 and Pronto Pronto, Speed 6 and Pronto Pronto. They're going stride for stride, Speed 6 and Pronto Pronto, Speed 6 and Pronto Pronto. It's Pronto Pronto on the outside and Speed 6 locked together in a very close finish. On the outside there is Forever Glory, nearness of you with them. Towards the inside is Magnitude dropping back on the outside. Severstal making his presence felt and coming up on the outside, and Lovely Kiss looking for an opening with about 300 meters more to run. Preordained still about half a length in front of Lad King, and here comes Severstal with a devastating run on the outside. Then there's Lovely Kiss, then there is Romantic, and Pronto Pronto also coming up on the outside with about 150 meters more to run. Severstal from the fast finishing Pronto Pronto. Severstal from Pronto Pronto, and it's Y.S. Srinath who lands the richest race in the country in great style from Severstal.
Pronto Pronto suffered a setback thereafter, and many believe that he won't be ready for the Casino Royale Indian 2000 Guineas. His performance, while a testimony to his master's abilities as a trainer, frank the fact that this was a super horse. Pronto Pronto is in the annals of horse racing as one of the few that have won the Colts Trial, Kingfisher Derby and the Indian 2000 Guineas. Even the greats such as Squander and elusive Pimpernel found this treble to be elusive. And now, as Pronto Pronto begins his quest to win the big one, the McDowell Signature Premier Indian Derby on the first Sunday of February, the question is, will he get the mile and a half in the toughest company that India has to offer? Pronto Pronto's sire major impact is by Roberto, the winner of the Epsom Derby in 1972 and a major stamina influence. Pronto Pronto's broodmare sire is the dual Guineas winner from 1987, Don't Forget Me, who while providing speed is by Ahanura, who in turn is by Lawrence Zacchio. Lawrence Zacchio was principally famous for defeating Nijinsky in the Champion Stakes over 10 furlongs. Lawrence Zacchio's third dam Jenny Dang is a half-sister to Rough Shot 2, is the fourth dam to Sadler's Wells, one of the greatest stamina sire influences in the world. Pronto Pronto's dosage index is 1.93, suggestive of a horse who gets 10 furlongs without question, a fact borne out by his victory in the Kingfisher Bangalore Derby. He not only settled well on that occasion, but came from second last, demonstrating a turn of foot to sweep the field. A clear hallmark of a champion, and one who should get the extra 400 meters. His dosage profile is 4, 3, 15, 0 and 0. While this shows no stamina points, it is rich with 15 classic points as against 7 points for speed chef de race influences. With more reasons to believe that he will stay the Derby trip, Pronto Pronto simply doesn't cease to surprise, providing an indescribable joy to his owners Palan and Shapur Mistry and Dilip Thakkar.
Well, in the Manjari stud, rich with tradition, rich with classic winners. Now a word for our sponsors Casino Royale, because without them, this race wouldn't have had the glamour and the status that it had.
The Indian 2000 Guineas is one of the most important classics of the Indian racing calendar. Vied for by Indian 3-year-olds, this race, unlike the 1000 Guineas, is open to both genders. The classic gets the major race status as it is the first leg of the coveted Indian Triple Crown. A Triple Crown is the absolute pinnacle of racing success. This crown is conferred upon a thoroughbred who wins the Indian 2000 Guineas, the Indian Derby and the Indian Saint Leger.
Well, Machu Picchu wins the McDowell Signature Indian Saint Leger.
Three most prominent and fiercely contested races that come only once in the lifetime of an equine athlete. There is no second crack at it. And it all starts with the Indian 2000 Guineas. The significance of this race, the Indian 2000 Guineas, then, is of the highest order, and every entrant aspires to start on a winning note, thus turning the racing turf into a virtual battlefield. Only there are no casualties here. Casino Royale is a top-of-the-line offshore entertainment and hospitality destination located in the waters of the famous Mandovi River in Goa. Goa, being a global hotspot as an ideal vacation station, makes Casino Royale a chosen hub to unwind for both Indians and foreigners alike. With a widespread menu of assorted entertainment for every guest visiting their turf, the Casino Royale is a plush venue to entertain family and friends. Casino Royale thus comes about as an ideal title sponsor for a race as momentous as the Indian 2000 Guineas. The members area at the Mahalakshmi Racecourse was a replica of the casino cruise, with the gaming tables laid elaborately in an exclusive marquee. The racing patrons were thrilled to experience the casino pulse, and though there was no cash flow on the tables going by the rulebook, grand prizes were on offer and a long list of winners were exulting in accepting their winnings, emitting genuine joy on their faces.
Well, I can tell you at the race day there were over 100 lucky winners who won free trips to go out to Casino Royale. On that note, we'll take a short break and come right back because we've got plenty of racing up ahead this weekend. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Fly Kingfisher winning post. Now we've got 3 big races on this Sunday. Let's start at the top with the Jivaji Rouse India.
In this week's Morning Glory, we look at some of the horses who worked well on the Mahalakshmi racetrack. Augustus with C. Rajendra went on a very easy workout, clocking 44 seconds, ambling through the distance of 600 meters. The classy, beautiful stranger went on a common canter, not really exerting himself, just loosening up, and was obviously sent out on a feel-good workout. Silk Cut galloped over 800 meters and clocked 52 seconds for that, and in the last 600 up the ante a little bit, went a little bit faster, clocking 38 seconds for the last 600. On your screen now is Black Magic Woman, who finished a very good third in the Indian 1000 guineas. She went on a very easy gallop and moved leisurely, simply enjoying a morning stroll on the turf. We take a look at Enlightenment, a last start winner. He surely has maintained his winning form, and here he is seen going on a very easy workout, not really toiling out there but going well nonetheless. Amaretto showed that all is well with him and galloped gamely and produced some serious workout. He did nothing exceptional but moved with purpose, focusing on putting on some condition. He looked good in his action. Finally, we take a look at 2 horses, Suntan Beauty and Arctic Minstrel on the inside. Both galloped together and were going at quite a clip. Towards the end of their exercise, Suntan Beauty pulled away from Arctic Minstrel to finish well ahead. In this week's tipping team, we take a look at the Maharaja Jivaji Rouse India Trophy Grade 3, an interesting race over 1800 meters. The 2 main contenders would be CL Indian and Native Knight, and let's get the pulse of the 2 camps concerned.
He ran a grand race in the Asia Desha. He finished second to Onassis, beating Ocean and Beyond, and he's well within himself. I'm stretching him over a 9 furlongs for the first time. If he gets it, he'll be right there.
He's come up a lot from his last run, but he's yet to reach the form which he had won the CN Wadia. I think if he runs up to his form, then there'll be no danger there.
Is moving up on the outside, but it is Machu Picchu on the inside railing. CL Indian is in the center. Onassis galloping up on the outside. Then there's Ocean and Beyond. After that is Native Knight, but CL Indian on the way, being passed there by Onassis on the outside. Is Onassis from CL Indian, Ocean and Beyond. Onassis is going to hold on. Onassis had won it from CL Indian, Ocean and Beyond.
CL Indian on current form would get my vote. Midday Trophy, a term race for maiden 3-year-old horses. Ishpingo and Sorrento should lock horns for the Midday Trophy, a terms race for maiden Indian horses 3 years old only, over 1200 meters. Ishpingo, with the benefit of a very forward run, should have an edge.
Well, and that's all we have on this episode of the Fly Kingfisher winning post. We'll see you back next week. Till then, I'm Mohit Lalwani thanking you. Goodbye, and as always, may the horse be with you.
With the starter flagging them off from the mile marker, the field quickly settled into their respective positions.
And as they settle down to race, Astapi close on the fence, just the leader, about half a length in front of Indomitable, moving into second position. On the outside, they're making a forward move, being pushed to be in front is Pronto Star. Very close behind them is Speed 6. A length and a quarter further back, there's Knight, and towards the inside is on the outside there Cardinal. Further out there is Sheriff. In the middle there comes El Clasico. A length further back there is Pronto towards the inside is in the white cap, and a close last is Picasso. Racing past the 1000-meter marker now with Astapi calling the shots. A length and a quarter in front of Pronto Star in second position. A gap about 3 lengths further back there, Speed 6 moving into third. Towards the inside is Indomitable. A length further back there is Sheriff, and Cardinal making a quick forward move on the outside. Very close behind them is Picasso in the middle, along with El Clasico, now being joined by Pronto, and Indomitable has dropped to the last position. And as they begin to wheel round the corner, it's Astapi still calling the shots. A length and 3/4 in front of Speed 6 in second position. Knight is in third. Then comes Cardinal beginning to warm up on the outside. Very close behind them is Pronto and Picasso with about 400 meters more to run. Speed 6 grabs the initiative, a length in front of Knighton. Cardinal making good progress on the outside, so too is Picasso on the further wide out, and the Pronto in the middle. They're all together there with about 200 meters more to run. Cardinal from Picasso. It's Cardinal, Picasso and Pronto appearing towards the inside rail. Speed 6 is gone. 100 to go. It's Pronto from Picasso. Pronto and Picasso. Pronto wins it from Picasso. Cardinal is third. Then comes Speed 6 as the race past the finish.
Thank you. Great ride. Thank you. I told you Richard is a good horse, didn't he? Thank you. Thanks. Very good. Really well done.
Thank you.
Thanks. Well done, Richard.
Thank you. I thought I was in trouble when our stablemate knocked me over.
Come on, let's lead him in. Come on.
The Kingfisher winning post is powered by the Serum Institute of India and Hidco Industries.